Tell y'all this right now, man. You have to be okay with crashing out. You have to. You look at someone like Kanye West. Everyone's quiet. Everyone doesn't pay attention to you until you start crashing out. And all crashing out really means is that you're saying your truth. You're lashing out. You're literally just saying what you believe is true with no filter. No filter whatsoever. You say the raw truth and nothing but the truth. And everyone's going to respect you for that. There's going to be people who think you're crazy, but that's the point. They think you're crazy because they could never have the balls to crash out. And I'm telling you right now, for me, I like someone who can crash out because it tells me that they're being real, they're being genuine, they're being authentic. And a lot of y'all don't want to crash out. And you wonder why all of the things that you really believe in, nobody else can ever understand, or they can never even say, or they can never even agree because you're not crashing out, bro. You have to get to a point where you say, fuck everything, I'm crashing out. I'm letting the world know what the truth is that I've seen with my own two eyes, the patterns that I've noticed. You have to crash out, bro. As a man, the world rewards men who crash the fuck out. That's it. It rewards the men who crash out. Why? Because those men are living in their truth. Their identity is aligned. They're not being somebody who they aren't. They don't have a mask on. They're just being real. And I think a lot of men don't want to be real. A lot of men don't want to actually say what it is that they truly believe in. They see all the societal bullshit that go on. They see all of the nonsense going on, and they're afraid to tell the truth. They're afraid to say what it is that they see that's complete nonsense, and they don't want to call it out. They're afraid to say what they believe is true because they're afraid that other people will think that it's not true, and that those other people will ridicule them. I don't give a fuck. I know I've been soft with y'all for a minute, man. I've been real soft with y'all. I haven't really crashed out, you know? I've crashed out in smaller circles. People who know me, they know like my beliefs are different, right? Like I'm a very different individual. I don't fit in the societal norm whatsoever. When it comes to religion, spirituality, when it comes to women, when it comes to governments, when it comes to society, when it comes to all of that, I'm a literal crash out. I think we should all crash out, Max. Do different shit. Just do crazy shit. And just act crazy. It's so liberating when you can just crash the fuck out. And it doesn't matter what anybody think. And it's funny because on social media, when you crash out, people start to pay attention. I remember I was watching 607 Unc. If you don't know who he is, he's one of the biggest crash outs right now. And the dude is taking over the internet. He's a Gnostic, right? He's a Gnostic, so he's talking a lot about Gnosticism. He's talking a lot about, you know, just certain truths about religion and things like that. And he's a certified crash out. And I'm looking at him like, man, I gotta look into that. And a lot of y'all are just so uptight. You have the nice little attire. You're so square. You don't ever want to crash out. You don't ever want to do anything. You just kind of want to stay in the shell. And you wonder why nothing goes your way because you don't crash out. If somebody comes up to you and they start talking crazy, or you're in a business deal and someone says something slick, or they're trying to take advantage of you, you best believe you need to crash out. You best believe you need to crash out, because if you don't crash out, that person will not respect you. Crashing out means you don't give a fuck about what they do after. You don't give a fuck about their reactions. You don't care about anything. You're just here to just say what it is, to address it, and to be firm about it. And that's what crashing out is. And you have to do it. You have to be the person who can go out there and sit and say what it is that you need to say. Speak the truth. People who crash out are not just lying. They're never lying. They're just saying what they personally believe is true. And that's respectable whether you agree with their stance or not. You look at another guy with Andrew Tate. He doesn't really crash out now. But in the beginning, dude was crashing the fuck out. And that's what people need to hear, because everyone's stuck in this lull of life and they're stuck just trying to understand shit, and they never crash the fuck out. They never do anything that makes them outside of the norm, which makes them have some level of attention to be able to actually capture and move people's minds. The crash outs move people's minds. That's what it is. But a lot of people are afraid to do it because society's asleep right now. Everyone's asleep. Everyone's asleep about fucking gender laws, and everyone's asleep about all kinds of shit. Like, everyone's asleep. They're looking for a signal in the noise. When you crash out, you become a signal in the noise. Whatever you believe in, whatever it is that you believe in life, crash out about it. Because I'm telling you right now, everyone's behind a fucking mask. Everyone wants to come in all polished and shit. And no, say it with your fucking chest. Say it and be very, very deliberate with it. And don't be apologetic. Because you're a man. You're not supposed to be apologetic. You're supposed to say what it is that you mean. That's it. And you have to be crazy, man. You have to be fucking insane. Because that's the only thing that can pierce through the veil of normalness in the world. The world is completely just vanilla, square. Everybody's just normal. Everybody just wants to fit in. Everybody just wants to, but they know they have to stand out. They know standing out is what they need to do. They know that they have certain beliefs that most people would think is crazy. Most people would think that they're insane, that they don't know what they're talking about. They're afraid to say that because it's people pleasing. And I'm giving you the authority to actually be able to do that, because the minute that you start doing that is the minute that everything else starts to work for you rather than against you. So just crash out, bro. This is a quick little message for me to tell you to crash the fuck out. All my links will be in the description if you're interested in learning more about what I do, helping men become the best version of themselves through their identity, through all of the self-sabotaging beliefs, getting them in the best shape of their lives, helping them improve, helping them just become better. It's all about identity alchemy. That's really what I'm about. So I appreciate y'all. I'm going to catch you on the next video.